Hey guys, today I thought that I would share with you some of my favorite book quotes. I always find it really interesting hearing other people's favorite book quotes, so today I thought that I would share some of my own favorite book quotes. I'm only going to be sharing 10 book quotes today. I obviously have more than 10 favorite book quotes, but I just didn't want this video to be way too long, so without further ado, let's get started. The first two quotes are coming from the same book, and this is my all-time favorite book, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and none of you are surprised. I had just come to accept that my life would be ordinary when extraordinary things began to happen. And the second quote is, we cling to our fairy tales until the price for believing them becomes too high. The next quote comes from Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I spent my life folded between the pages of books. In the absence of human relationships, I formed bonds with paper characters. I lived, love, and lost through stories threaded in history. I experienced adolescence by association. My world is one interwoven web of words, stringing limb to limb, bone to sinew, thoughts and images all together. I am a being comprised of letters, a character created by sentences, a figment of imagination formed through fiction. The next quote comes from Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Plenty of humans were monstrous, and plenty of monsters knew how to play at being human. The next book quote is coming from Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. Life, he says, doesn't have to be so bad all the time. We don't have to be anxious about everything. We can just be. We can get up, anticipate that the day will probably have a few good moments and a few bad ones, and then just deal with it. Take it all in and deal as best we can. The next quote is coming from The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. And in that moment, I swear, we were infinite. The next quote is coming from Make Good Art by Neil Gaiman. Go and make interesting mistakes, make amazing mistakes, make glorious and fantastic mistakes, break rules, leave the world more interesting for you being here. The next one is coming from Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. She was the heir of ash and fire, and she would bow to no one. Selena Sardothian, slayin'! The next quote comes from The Archive by Victoria Schwab. Now, as I look around at a room filled not only with boxes, but plenty of its own marks, I want to know the stories behind them. Or rather, a part of me wants to know those stories. The other part of me thinks that's the worst idea in the world, but I don't listen to that part. Ignorance may be bliss, but only if it outweighs curiosity. Curiosity is a gateway drug to sympathy. And finally, the last book is coming from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. Of course it is happening inside your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it is not real? Bringing back the Harry Potter feels. So those are 10 of my favorite book quotes. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. You should let me know down below some of your favorite book quotes, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. Dude, once this is on here, it's like stuck on here. Ow! I look ridiculous and I love it. It's hard to read on camera, and it's also hard to read with these fake mustaches on my face.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my favorite quotes, and I'm just gonna have random mustaches in each one that I do.
You're weird.
Can you close my door? The next quote comes from The Archived by Vishwabala. Oh, you want to know about this? Well, I got in a fight with a mustache gang. I ripped off all their mustaches and was like, what am I gonna do with all these mustaches I stole? So I glued them to my face. Yeah.